Hey, Miss Marion here. We are doing Unit 8, Lesson 13. Turn to page 139. Let's read the I-can statement. When I have a cubed root, I can reason about which two whole numbers it is in between. Go ahead and give yourself a sentence and a number. So 1, I don't remember. 2, I kind of remember. 3, I do remember. And 4, I can teach it to my friend. Let's go ahead and turn to page 109. And you're going to be answering the following. Decide if each statement is true or false. So go ahead and go through those. Figure that out and then come back to me. All right, just like when we had squares and square roots, they crossed each other out, or they canceled each other out. The same things with cubed root. So this is what is considered a cubed, and then root, and then a cubed. So a 3 root and raised to the 3rd power. So if we look at that, the cubed root and the 3rd power, they cross each other out. It does equal 5. So this is true. Let's try the same thing with number 2. So the cubed root and the cubed are going to cross each other out. Does 27 equal 3? No, this is false. Cubed root and cubed, 7 and 7. So this is true. Cubed root and cubed is 1,000. This one's false. And then cubed root and, okay, so this is a little bit different. Can't really do that. Let's go ahead and erase that. So really what the cubed root is asking is what number multiplied by itself 3 times equals the number. So first of all, let's do 2 times 2 times 2, which is 8. So this side is equaling to 8. And then is 8 multiplied 3 times? Does that actually equal 8? Let's go ahead and grab our calculators and multiply that. So if we multiply 8 times 8 times 8, it is 512. So this one is also false. So we're going to go ahead and talk a little bit further about cubed roots. So before we move on to our next activity, let's go ahead and copy this on the bottom of page 108 and actually answer it. So what is 1 cubed? What is 1 times 1 times 1? What is 2 times 2 times 2? Go ahead and fill in this list. We are going to need this list for today. So that's why we're copying it and filling it in on page 108. So here are the answers that you should have gotten. So 1 cubed is 1, 2 cubed is 8, 3 cubed, so 3 times 2 times t is 27. 4 cubed is 64. Sorry, it didn't come through. 5 cubed is 125. 6 cubed is 216. 7 cubed is 348. 8 cubed is 512. 9 cubed is 729. And 10 cubed is 1000. Make sure this is copied on page 108 because we're going to be using it in a second. All right, so we're going to kind of think about it. What two whole numbers does each of the cubed roots lie in between? So think about how we did the squared root. And then we're going to use this list over here that we have to go ahead and decide which two numbers are in it. And then I'm going to show you how to put it in your calculator. So go ahead and answer the 4 questions and then come back to me. All right, so we're going to use the cubed list. So we're looking at 5. So 5 goes in between 1 and 8. So cubed root is actually over here. So it's going to be between 1 and 2. 23, cubed root of 23. So 23, oh, that's going to be here because 23 is in between 8 and 27. So that's going to be 2 and 3. What about 81? All right, so 81 is in between 64 and 125. So we're going to have 81. What two numbers? That's going to be 4 and 5. And then 1,000, well, that's going to be, 999. That's around 1,000. So that's going to be 9 and 10. So to be able to do a cubed root, so in our calculator, what we're going to put in our calculator is we're going to say 3 second, and then the caret sign. What you should actually have shown in your calculator should be a 3, an x, and then a square root. And we're going to do square root of 23. and then you press enter. And our answer should be 2.8438668. Okay, this is how we do a cubed root. So it's a little bit different than square root. The cubed root is with the number in front of it, second, and then caret top instead of the x squared. All right, so using our list on page 108, on page 110, what we're going to do is we have x cubed equals 5, we have y cubed equals 27, and then we have z cubed equals 700. So we're going to go ahead and we want to solve for x, y, and z. So remember that a square root, opposite of a square, is a square root. Here we have a cubed, opposite is a cubed root. So x is actually going to be the cubed root of 5, and then you're going to go ahead and plot those on the point, on the number line. So go ahead and solve x and plot it, go ahead and solve y, and then plot on number line and z. And then eventually you're going to put negative cubed root of 2 also in the number line itself. So go ahead and pause, answer that question, and then come back to me. All right, here are the answers which you should have had. So if we look at it, remember that we kind of walked through this, the cubed root, so cubes and cubed roots cross each other out. So x is going to equal the cubed root of 5. That should actually be between 1 and 2, so that should sit here. Cubed root of 27, what number multiplied 3 times by itself to make 27? That actually is 3, so y is here. And then cubed root of 3, so that is going to be between 8 and 9 as far as the cubed root kind of stuff. So that's going to sit here at z. And then where is the negative cubed root of 2? That is between, that's about negative 1.2. So that's going to be sitting here on this itself. So today we talked about cubed roots. So remember, square root and a square are opposite of each other. So cubed root and a cubed are also opposite of each other. So again, if we were answering the questions, okay, if I had a cubed equals 47, how would we answer it? That answer would be the cubed root of 47. Okay, and then we can find out what that number is. If it was 64, again, we would take the cubed root on both sides, right? Again, remember, opposite of cubed is cubed root. And then can we take the cubed root of negative 64? That answer is yes. If we actually were doing the cubed root of 64, that answer is negative. So this answer here is negative 4. Because if we do negative 4 times negative 4 times negative 4, we would still get a negative 64. This is the only time that we're actually going to have a negative answer as far as square roots or cubed roots is with the cubed root. So let's go ahead and turn back to page 139 and read the I can statements. When I have a cubed root, I can reason about which two whole numbers it is in between. Go ahead and write yourself another sentence and also a number. So 1, I'm still confused. 2, I kind of got it. 3, I did get it. And then 4, I can teach it to my friend. Remember, we have practice problems for today, so make sure you go ahead and do those. Thanks. Have a good day. Bye.